Welcome Capricorn to Golden Sun Tarot. My name is Sonika and this is your July 2015 Tarot forecast, your messages from Spirit. Please like this video and please subscribe to my channel, and please share my channel with anyone you know who could use spiritual guidance or who might be surprised by the work that Tarot can do. I'll be very grateful for your support in my endeavor here on YouTube, and my wish is that you use my readings to become more self-aware and also aware of what's ahead for you in the weeks and months, so that you can manifest as much as is possible for yourself the most positive and beneficial weeks and months ahead. So please support me in my endeavor. I don't ask for any monetary donations, and I put up over 9+ hours of free in-depth readings here on YouTube for you all each month. So please support my channel by liking this video and subscribing, and please definitely share my channel. So let's get started, Capricorns. Let's see what July 2015 has in store for you. Universe, Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn, the Sea Goat? Universe, Spirit, for July 2015. Universe, Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn, the Sea Goat, for the upcoming month of July 2015? Universe, Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn, the Sea Goat, for the upcoming month of July 2015? Universe, Spirit, what are the messages for Capricorn for the upcoming month of July 2015? July may be a tough one, a little bit of a tough one, and I don't think it's just for your signs, your sign Capricorn. I think it's like there's Spirit is actually saying like 4 to 5, like few more signs. But I do think Capricorns, you may be included in that. So I'm sorry to give you that message, but it's not going to be all that bad, you know, for everyone. I mean, it's not going to be catastrophic or disastrous. So I don't want to get you scared. Okay, July 2015 Capricorns. We have the first few days. Excellent card. Okay, not bad. We have the first full week of July, the second full week of July, the third full week of July, and then the fourth week of July. And actually these two cards had popped out as I was shuffling for your reading, and there was one more card that had popped out, so just bear with me as I get this card, a Major Arcana card. And when cards pop out like that, they are important for the reading because Spirit wants to communicate through me to you, Capricorn. Spirit wants to talk to you this month about the Death card as well. Okay, so let's see what July has. In the first few days of July, Capricorn, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Caution is advised by Spirit. This is also waitlisted. Maybe somebody's getting waitlisted or waiting. And I'm also being told this is about just observing, waiting things out, scanning your options, looking ahead, and thinking about what you can do maybe with something that you do have within you or actually in your hands. Meaning this could be a skill or a quality or a talent or a gift within you, something, some knowledge or information, data that you possess. Or this is something you have, like let's say a piece of real estate or money or important document that you have. And for now, Spirit advises, or maybe this is just natural, I actually think this is it's naturally going to come about in this way, that with whatever it is that's kind of either within you or in your possession in some way, Capricorn, it could even be about thoughts about like, should I break up with somebody, should I not, you know, I have this piece of information or this important intuition or inkling that maybe we're not meant to be, or whatever this is. Spirit is advising in the first few days, just kind of pull the reins in. Don't be impulsive. Don't make quick actions or charge forward into something or make progress as quickly as you want to on something that you have in your possession. Maybe it's more of a time for waiting, observing, watching people's signals and signs, really listening to their words. Spirit is saying something about watching your words and watching others' words for this first few days of July, Capricorn. And so calculating, scanning the options. What are your choices? What directions can you go in? And you really want to make a move, but I actually think this won't be that hard for you, Capricorns, to manifest anyways. They are actually saying to me like about 70-ish% of you Capricorns will be able to easily manifest the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which is waiting things out, being a bit cautious, kind of observing before you make a move, and thinking about where you can go with something. But right now it might be just a time of pondering, observing, until it kind of maybe feels right, or this may somehow be relevant to something in early August 2015 as well, in like the first 2 weeks of August, they're saying, or even August 2 and 3, August 2nd and 3rd, 2015. But for now, caution and patience is advised, and really scanning your options, doing your research, analyzing, calculating. In the first full week of July 2015, we do have some hurt, and I really wish you had a better card. I really wish you didn't have this card, Capricorns. But there could be something that makes you feel some hurt, maybe a bit of heartbreak or sadness, dreary energies, downer moods, melancholy energies. Something may wound you a bit, or you just feel like they're saying something about you want to maybe feel isolated or sulk, maybe, or you want to just kind of put yourself in your own room or in a corner, and you just kind of want to clean out these emotions of these Three of Swords, or whatever is kind of bugging you, whatever's kind of maybe stabbing at you, and it feels hurtful a bit, or it feels like it's just not favorable to you. So there may be some either words or an actual occurrence that happens, an occurrence that could be in the form of words, could be a breakup, or just could be somebody not being nice to you or not being positive toward you in some way, and that makes you feel this angst, anxiety and angst, also on a mental level, but emotions are very much here on this card as well. It might be disappointing, or there might be something that disappoints, or someone who disappoints in that first week of July 2015. I don't know how it's going to be for each of you Capricorns. This is a very general reading. And interestingly, we then have in the second full week of July, the Lovers in reverse. So a major arcana card in reverse. For some, this may be related, but for others, I'm feeling like it's, they're saying like a 75-25% split, where these two cards, 25% of Capricorns, these are related to each other. So it's maybe you're trying to, in that second week of July, second full week of July, you're trying to maybe still collaborate or work things out with someone, or kind of deal with, engage with the person or the source of this hurt. It could be like that. And then, but for like 75% of Capricorns, this might be two separate areas of your life. So this could be like love, and this could be career, or something like this. So that's, or family and then love, or friends and then love. So it could be two different topics here, kind of being talked about by Spirit on this Three of Swords, and then the Lovers in reverse. And something just Spirit is saying, this is maybe the breakdown of a union yet again in some ways, or this might, this could be something that hurts, and then this is where there's just further breakdown in some ways, or just it is what it is now. Maybe something kind of goes a little bit to dust, is what Spirit is saying for the time being, for that time in July, for that moment, for that week in some way, or at some point in July. Something feels to me broken down, or just something kind of goes to dust in some way. Something becomes negligible or negligent even, someone or something. Again, this is a very general reading. If you have any personal questions, Capricorns, you can visit my website with my testimonials, goldensuntarot.wordpress.com. My personal monthly and yearly forecasts are on my website as well. And you can get your own personal monthly and yearly forecast, or you can get any of your personal questions answered on my website. I also offer free birth chart on my website, and you can learn how to do tarot readings in private classes with me. All of the information is on my website. But the Lovers in reverse could turn out in sort of dynamic ways for each of you, where they're actually saying to me, this may occur in 2 to 3 circumstances in your life. This may be relevant to some sort of sticky or chaotic or uneasy energy in not just one area of your life, but possibly two or three, all in July at some point. But I don't, this is not scary though. And Spirit also wants you to know it's not like everything's kind of going to shambles, or all like major areas of your life are, it's not like all major areas of your life are somehow not giving you what you want, or becoming uneasy for you all of a sudden in July. It's not like that. It could be like in one major area of your life this is felt in a strong or major, just in a strong way, and then in two others it's just very simple, like maybe you can't meet up for dinner with someone, and so it's like you can't come together, there's no union at some point in July, or somebody's at a distance from you and maybe you're trying to meet up with that person consistently, but it's just not working out for now in July. So something as simple as, like that. Maybe you just need to be patient for, they're saying like September, August end, September 2015, August, maybe sometime in the last week, last 1.5 weeks of August 2015, for maybe this card to turn around, or some better times to come in around the Lovers in reverse energies, or whatever area of your life this Lovers in reverse will play into in July, maybe the end of August 2015 and all throughout September 2015 at some point, the tides will turn, or there will be better happenings then connected with this energy. And the Lovers in reverse is a lack of a partnership, lack of unity in some ways. Could also be something that's just maybe not of your highest purpose, or not fulfilling your higher soul or your higher being within yourself, the being that wants to live in some ways. They're saying, Capricorns, it may not be fulfilling something inside of you that really wants to come out. And maybe this is also sexuality related, but maybe it's just a relationship based on the material and what is not serving your highest soul purpose. And it's bugging you, or you're kind of getting an inkling of this, and you're wondering how to navigate this very concept, or this existence in your life of something that's not quite as fulfilling as you want it to be, or as some part of your being, probably your soul or your spirit, wants it to be. So you're wondering how to kind of, maybe in July at some point, Capricorns, you may be wondering how to kind of give every part of yourself what it wants, what your heart wants, what your mind wants, what that soul and that spirit within you want as well. What your soul wants, what the spirit wants. You're trying to see how, and from maybe what you have available to you, a relationship, a person, all these different people in your life and circumstances, how can all of those kind of fit together, or somehow how can all of those give something to each part of yourself, your heart, your mind, and then your soul and your spirit. That might be a major theme in July 2015 for you, actually. That's a big message coming through to me right now from Spirit. That might be a big hint about what July, what kind of like major question will be running through your mind, or the major energies running in your life in July 2015, Capricorns. So it's trying to figure out, how do you feed all different parts of yourself in a satisfactory way? And can that happen? Can they be fed? Can your heart and your mind and your soul and your spirit all be fed? Maybe through a limited number of sources, or one particular person, or from just a limited pool of some sort, of people, of relationships, of circumstances. Okay, so this could also be, let's say a job offer doesn't come in, or there's a lack of a unity between employer and employee. So that's another possibility. So these are questions of partnership, but there could be a sense of disunity and things kind of breaking down a bit, or something maybe turning to dust in some way. Something kind of just coming off, or yeah, something about something's coming off in some way. From one layer of your life, Capricorns, in July 2015 is what Spirit is saying. And very interestingly, you do have the Death card, and it's sort of naturally lined up what feels to me around early July 2015, maybe the first few days or first 1 or 2 full weeks of July. So there could be some sort of an ending, some transformation, some change that's important, that's critical. Either this is within you, or this is in your environment. You may also at some point in July be thinking about concepts of life and death, life cycles, science, I'm being told, or medicine might be somehow relevant. Health, be careful. Do watch your health, of course. If there are changes you need to make to your health routines, your regimens, do make them with proper knowledge, with your research done. Capricorns, do remember to take care of yourself. And there is a sense of what feels to me a real transformation of some sort comes into you, whether it's in your thought or your viewpoints or actually in a relationship. And the relationship maybe you have to your soul and your spirit in some ways in July 2015, but it is connected to very real, concrete, physical, material world circumstances and situations. So it might be, it's an example could be you decide to let maybe an ex who continues to come into your life, you decide to let that person go. You decide that's it, you cannot make it happen anymore. It's not fulfilling you, it's not what your soul wants, and maybe your soul itself is crying in some way at some point in July, Capricorns, to try to get you to release, to ask you to please release. And you may do it in July in some way, and it's actually a healthy move for you, and it brings a real deep, solid, transformational understanding within your mind as well. It's what your soul may need. And even if it leaves you a bit alone, Spirit is saying, Capricorns, you may be at times feeling like you're left a bit alone in July. I want you to know that at some point in August, the energy picks up again. I get sort of a vision of like the Sun card. At some point in August, and then going into September, the energy picks up again for you, Capricorn. So be happy with it. Be happy with that, the fact that it's not going to last forever, the kind of feeling of aloneness, or feeling like you wish July was just better or different in some way in one maybe emotional area of your life, or toward your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra, they're saying, but and your throat chakra as well. But know that August at some point, maybe the later part of August, like maybe the second half of August, and also September, October, the autumn time will bring the energies back up inside of you, Capricorns. And it's just you just get over all of this, including whatever transformation you are facing. You move forward, you progress beyond this point, and maybe the better energies come in. Then there's a pickup in some ways in second half of August, and then going forward from there. So a beautiful, beautiful card. I'm very happy you have this card for the third full week of July. Six of Wands. There's something that you make forward progress on. There's a celebration of some sort, and maybe you feel the support of other energies, other people around you, external forces around you, or somehow all supporting, and kind of the parts all in some ways come together. Moving parts, Spirit is saying, in some ways all come together to bring you something good or beneficial, or some sort of positive benefit for you in July 2015. And I do feel this is going to be because of things just kind of falling into the right place, or all the moving parts moving in the right direction and moving in the proper way in order to get this manifested for you, the Six of Wands. And this, I feel, Capricorns, is you're sitting high on that horse. Yeah, this is all the parts in some ways come together to get you to have some sort of celebration point or joy, or something that you're going to be very happy about in July 2015. You're going to like it. I see you liking this a lot. Whatever this benefit or some positive energy coming into your life is, whatever area of your life this Six of Wands relates to, Capricorns, I get very, like they're saying to me, 110% of Capricorns watching are going to like it a lot. You're going to like it. Oh, yes. And this could come in the money area, could come in family, friends, love, business, career, whatever area this is. You're going to like this a lot. And it's, to some extent, not completely, but to some extent, it may offer a relief from the Death, the Lovers in reverse, and the Three of Swords energies, and maybe even the Knight of Pentacles energies. So it may, it's like you maybe move forward from this portion of the month, Capricorns, and it's some relief in some ways from all of what else is happening in July 2015. So again, this is a very general reading. This is not like my personal readings, which are much more precise and acute. So if you have personal questions, Capricorns, you can visit my website. My readings are half priced and very affordable compared to what many other people charge out there. My personal readings are definitely not expensive. So you can visit my website to see what the month may look like ahead for you, or if you have any personal questions. My website with my testimonials is goldensuntarot.wordpress.com, and the information is on the box in the video, so you can click on the box in this video to get to my website. Then we have, in the last full week of July, or at some point in July, the Hanged Man. And Capricorns, again, life is always happening, and therefore energy is always flowing. And some people actually believe that a new month starts on the 22nd when the sun changes signs. So some of you Capricorns will be feeling these energies in the last 10 days or so of June 2015, and others will feel them all throughout July. Whichever time you experience these energies, know that they are all part of your life story. Some of you will face them in more external ways, visibly apparent ways, others more internally, psychically, psychologically, intuitively, emotionally, mentally, subconsciously. Whichever way these energies play out in your lives, Capricorns, know that they are all part of the progress of your life story, and there's no hard start and stop to these energies. So at some point in July 2015, you will also experience the Hanged Man energy. It's very somewhat similar to the Knight of Pentacles, but not exactly. And it's actually very interesting. This Knight of Pentacles could also be another earth sign, or somebody who's got maybe wise, practical, down to earth, cautious energies in them. They could be a feature of your life at some point in July, Capricorn. So it could be another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just somebody with these qualities of the Knight of Pentacles: cautious, practical, down to earth, maybe a bit good with their money, or just good with scanning out options, research, analysis. So it could be your energies or could be somebody else's, but it's interesting. We start off with this caution energy and maybe waiting things out when we end off the month, and also some energy of about kind of pulling back yet again, or resting, or observing again. Sacrifice energy also. Rest, giving your ego maybe a rest, or giving some sort of taking a little bit of a break. For some of you, this could be about, let's go on vacation, let's take a break, let's give the mind some rest. And the Hanged Man is the energy of also, let me try to put myself in somebody else's shoes. So this is about trying to see different sides of a story, or different pieces of a story, and you're gathering all of this information, I feel, Capricorns, and by that you gain some enlightenment, some real truths coming to you. You do gain some enlightenment. Maybe it's because you become a bit sacrificial of yourself in some ways. Sometimes we decide not to be so strong toward other people, or just naturally, or just all the time strong in our lives and on top of our games. Maybe you decide to kind of give the upper hand to somebody else, or recognize where there's a lesson being spoken by somebody that you can use or value or implement in your life. So this is about maybe seeing different sides of a story, sacrificing to some extent, waiting things out, also things hanging in the balance, Capricorns. But you're also gaining some enlightenment and information and data, and you're processing this stuff, or and whatever you are in some ways learning, or the knowledge that's being given to you, communications, interaction knowledge that's being given to you just by maybe observing interactions, and maybe your own interactions with somebody. You're gaining some enlightenment, you're gaining some lessons, or some light bulbs go up in your mind, Capricorns. Realizations come through, possibly toward the end of July, and also maybe early August 2015 as well. And I think that they are needed, Capricorn. Spirit is saying, in one way or another, they are coming for you. That's honestly what Spirit is saying right now. So maybe be open to them and think about what they are going to be for you. Again, this is a very general reading, so those realizations are going to be very different for each of you, but you are meant to know them, and you must in some ways be open, maybe capture them as they come in, think about them, analyze them, and then let them go once you've kind of gotten what you wanted out of those realizations for yourself, for your own growth, whether in your personality, your soul, your spirit, or just in your mind. Okay, so if you have any personal questions, please click on the box in the video to see all of the personal readings I offer on my website. My readings are half priced and very affordable compared to what many other readers charge out there. They are definitely not expensive, and you can get your personal monthly and yearly forecasts, Capricorn, on my website. And my free daily tarot readings are also posted on my website. And if you want to learn how to do tarot readings like I do, you can get private one-on-one lessons with me. My tarot learning course information is on my website. You can just click on the box in the video to get to my website. And be sure to watch the readings for your rising sign, your moon sign, and any other signs that are especially relevant to your birth chart and in the current astrological transits. You can get your free birth chart with information on my website, Capricorns. And all of those additional readings, including readings for the people you are involved with or dealing with, will help you understand what other people in your life are going through, and also different aspects about yourself and messages from Spirit on those aspects about yourself. And be sure to put together the messages in my daily, weekly, and monthly tarot readings I do here on YouTube and on my website, Capricorn, to ultimately manifest a more positive and beneficial week and month ahead for yourself. Please support my channel. Please like this video. Please subscribe, and please share my channel with anyone you know who could use spiritual guidance. I'll be very grateful for your support, and it will keep me motivated here in my endeavor on YouTube. So thank you for watching, and I wish all of you Capricorns watching, my clients, subscribers, and fans, lots of love and positive blessings for July 2015.